been coming under fire. Well, like I said, depending on what side of the divide you stand. So she made a video of a mother. She filmed a mother and her daughter, her 11-year-old daughter, sweeping the streets. You know, all the street sweepers, the ones that are on the highways, the ones that even sweeps that sweep just within the estates, within residential areas, but she's a street sweeper. So it was around 4:35 a.m. thereabout. She brought her child to help her along, and as fate will have it, yesterday this activist came around and decided to film the mother, questioning her for bringing her 11-year-old daughter out by this time for street sweeping. She threatened that she was going to report her and the child, so that the child will be taken away from her if there is a repetition of that. And then she went on her Instagram and posted a video. Please, let's protect our children from child labor. I will listen to our situation and we'll see a way to help her out. But for now, let the society understand that what child labor is, and let's not encourage it.
I'm going to put
Obviously, for someone to wake up, leave Iyana Oworo, and be sweeping before 5 a.m., there's a problem. Times are hard, but our children must not be exploited. Well, this has been causing a divide online because for some people, they see it as a clear case of child abuse or child labor, so to say. While other people are saying this is something that is quite normal in an African homes, because we have to help our parents. So long as you are 10 and above, you should be able to lift a finger at home. You should be able to help your mother at home. But some people are saying that Adetoun was really wrong for her to have posted that video online, because according to them, she did not only post that, she humiliated the woman in front of her daughter by even scolding the woman and saying so many things. But I'm just going to be playing the clip so that you take a listen to it, to hear what happened yesterday, and then you might give us your reaction. Is this a case of child labor or parental necessity? What side of the divide do you stand? An activist criticized a mother for involving her 11-year-old daughter in her child labor. Listen to this, and a matter will be formed, and then we'll have the conversation.
State security. If you want to come and do your job, you do your job, but you don't bring an 11-year-old girl. How old are the younger ones? 5, 6 for child labor. Do we understand that? Do we understand? I'm not going to listen to your predicaments today. I can give you time to listen to your predicaments, but don't ever bring this girl out. Drop the broom, go and sit down there. Sit down there. Until you're done, then you can go back home with her. Is that okay? Yes. You come here how many times a day? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Okay. So that means that peradventure, I might still jam her again. Right? Okay. Good morning. Okay. She's going to school. So who is supposed to stay with her at home?
She's supposed to stay with her younger ones.
How old are the younger ones?
8 and 6 years.
So who is staying with them now?
His husband.
Your husband is staying with them at home. Okay, so why are you here? Why did you come all the way from Oworo to Ikoyi to be sweeping by 5 a.m.?
It's someone that connected me to my work.
Okay, so it's a job that pays you. Okay, so very well. That means there's no issue. So if that be the case, she's not part of this. Okay? Child labor is wrong. You can tell her to sweep the premises where she lives, your house, the living room. That's training. But not you bringing somebody all the way from Iyanoworo to Ikoyi to come and be sweeping. Is not allowed. Okay, madam? If you try it again, if I see her, that's the last day you will see your daughter. we're going to take her into custody where she'll be properly taken care of. Because I want to assume that you cannot afford to take care of this child. That's why you're exploiting her now. Do we understand that? Thank you.
Honestly, I don't even know what to say, but call us on 09073530044, or you can send us a message on WhatsApp 09097054450. What do you think about this? Like I said, this activist recorded a mother who is a street sweeper. She brought her child to help her in the morning, and the activist came across, recorded them, caught them on camera, and posted the video online. And unfortunately, or should I say fortunately for the woman that was recorded, and unfortunately for the activist, from the opinion I see here online, it seems like she's being bashed, because a lot of people under her comments on Instagram did not support what she did. That even if this is child labor, or you would say, okay, exploitation and everything, you posting the family online does not make sense. But people are saying that this is child labor. Well, if you've been listening to me here on radio, I think there was a time I said something about what breaks my heart is the fact that children have to hawk on the streets. Children have to do a lot of menial jobs just for them to contribute to their own upkeep. But when you look at some of these things, you would not entirely blame the parents. I think it's a system here. No system has it perfect, right? But there is a bigger situation on ground about the fact that a child that should be in school or should be at home doing other things is out here in the morning. Is it the parents that should be blamed? Because of course, if a mother says, come and help me, this child, I don't know, from your assessment, is she old enough to help her mother or not? For some people will say, in our African homes, so long as you are 10 and above, you are enough to help your mother. You could go to the stream and fetch water. You could cater for your younger ones. You can help your, I know. Some people will say that it's something that we have normalized, that it should not be. Others will say we are not Oyibo, we are not in Yankee. So talking about child custody, taking into custody, it sounds alien. But let's see what some people are saying here on X. And of course, you can call us on 09073530044, or send us a message on WhatsApp 09097054450. And we're very active across all social media platforms. And you are not just only going to listen to that, we are actually playing that clip on our YouTube page. It's censored. Actually, it's censored. Her face is not revealed, of course. The video is very well censored, but you can just go there, see what happened. Maybe you get to understand the picture better. Now, this one is a comment here from Adetoun Adeleke. He says, we have normalized a lot of rubbish in this country because we are poor. Child labor is wrong. Attaching emotion to it doesn't make it right. This is not helping her mother. The 11-year-old girl has no reason sweeping an estate at 4 a.m. Well, let's pick this call. Hello?
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
This is not from Margaret.
Okay, go ahead, please.
Yeah, I agree that what that lady was bringing my level website is not right. But in the other way, I see it as a molestation on the side of the other woman. Because that woman that is telling to that the other woman cannot say that when she was young, she never did some labor. So we know we are Africans, but there are ways to go about this, not posting the person online or trying to humiliate the person. We all know where we are coming from. We are all Africans, but there are ways to do something.
Okay, thank you very much. You obviously have a problem with the fact that this was posted online. Well, let's come back to this comment here on X. Now, like I was saying, Adetoun Adeleke says that this is not helping her mother. The 11-year-old girl has no reason sweeping an estate at 4 a.m. in the morning. Coming all the way from Oworo to Ikoyi, it is wrong. Of course, she can help her sweep at home. That's training. But not this one. This is hard labor. An 11-year-old child shouldn't be subjected to this. Well, let's pick your call. Hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm calling you from Suleta. My name is Eber.
All right, let's hear you, please.
You see, my problem is posting that woman online. If you take statistics, a lot of Africans are guilty of that. If you go by child labor definition, a lot of the black race, especially those that have a poor background, they are guilty in that aspect. If you take the life of that woman now, she's doing that menial job, not because she so much loves it so, but the fact that there is nothing to do. She has to stretch herself to see how she can put food on the table. Who knows whether she's a widow? Who knows whether the husband has
Her husband
abandoned
is
her?
alive. She said her husband was at home, so her husband is in bed.
Okay,
Yes.
the husband is at home.
Yes.
You may not even know the condition of the husband. And husbands are not husbands, no. You understand? So posting it on the media space like that is not the best. It's humiliating the woman in a way. Now, the country today is very hard. And you see a lot of parents trying to struggle it out. And to some extent, even these children are seeing it. They will even say, Mommy, no, I will follow you. I will go and help you. And that family bond that we have can even make that 11-year-old girl, 11-year-old girl, I'm not saying she's an adult, but she has grown up to an extent in African culture to help the mother. True or false?
Of course, she can help her mom.
Now, if she on her own voluntarily followed her mom, Mom, I will not ask, I will follow you. I know how you are laboring for us. Let me also contribute. Do you see? In a way, general definition is child labor. But if you look at it, that kind of girl will grow up to be even responsible and will be hardworking. The environment we have in which we operate is not like the other clans abroad. We are always following certain laws. I'm not in support of suffering the child. But if the mother is suffering, you cannot exonerate the child from suffering also. That is just the truth. The child may even be willing to partake. Let me give you an example of myself.
Okay.
I grew up in the secondary school. My father was a soldier. How much is the salary there? And we're about 8 of us children. I have to use one old motorcycle at secondary school level. I did Okada to take care of myself. Down to A level, I have to struggle it out. And I don't blame my parents for it because the money is not there. If I had not done so, I wouldn't have gone to school. So some of us are disadvantaged based on the area we are coming from. Yes, this woman, he has to cancel her, but not to put her on the public space. It's humiliating. And if that woman can take him up on that, we should try to balance the equation. It's our economy. Who wants to go and be sweeping like that? You know, a long distance. How much are they paying her?
19,000.
And the children at age 11.
She said she's been paid 19,000.
She's been paid 19,000. Yes. There are some public schools in Nigeria, and not public, private schools, paying somebody who has finished NCE, a graduate, because there is no job, even 10 or 15,000. So for her to even get a 19,000 naira job to sweep, it's maybe because that is Lagos. Some people are fortunate to get something to do and they are enjoying it. But a lot of people, majority of people are just struggling to make ends meet. Now, that 19,000, my sister, if she collects it now, how much mudu of rice, beans, or gari will it buy? And that could be maybe that that is not the only girl she's having. She may have other children. Perhaps this is even the matured one amongst them. And she said, I must help Mama. something that like brings out tears from somebody's eyes. It is a kind of environment we find out. Some of them, he has access to good phone. He has access to education, to know how to post things on the media. That woman doesn't know all those things. So it shouldn't be a place for him now to humiliate her, even if she's ignorant of what she's doing. I want to stop it there.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you. We appreciate you. 090735300044 is the number to connect with us. But we'll be coming back to your calls after this break. Please sit back and enjoy the rest of the moments. We'll be back in a jiffy.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
Members of the 51st regular course of the Nigerian Defense Academy are scheduled to hold a reunion after 25 years of being in the service of the Nigerian Armed Forces and passing out from the academy. Activities for the reunion include launch of group life assurance policy for the course, honoring of our deceased coursemates and our instructors from the Nigerian Defense Academy, health awareness lectures, sports, and the reunion dinner on 5th April 2025 at the Armed Forces Officers Mess, Maitama, Abuja. Special guest of honor, General C.G. Musa OFR, Chief of Defense Staff. Announcer, Colonel A.O. Gwento, you are cordially invited.
The hits for your drive home.
Eagles 102.3.
Glad to know you're stay tuned and listening to Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja, your radio experience you can always count on. I am Cassandra, your media chick, and yes, we have been talking here on the No Gray Area. Something has happened that has been trending since yesterday. So these activists posted a mother and her daughter online, criticizing them for engaging in a sweeping job. Now, the particular focus was on the mother who brought the child to help her. So since then, opinion has been divided online, with some people being for the activist and against her, while other people are for the mother and against the mother. Well, let's hear your thoughts. What do you think about this? We are very much active across all our social media platforms. You can also go to YouTube and go watch what's happening here in the studio. The number to connect with us is 090-7353-0044 or 09097054450. What's your take on the matter? Well, Abbas here on X says her making a video is very wrong. You can correct her without making a video and posting it online. Also, if you think what the woman did is wrong, you are right. And if you think what she did is right, you are also right. Well, now this one is at Olori of Oloris. As much as I don't agree with child labor, the way people ridicule and talk to poor people is very sad. Yes, I think someone said something yesterday that once you are poor, everybody can advise you. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody has something to say to you. Well, this one is at Patreon. They say, tell her what you want to tell her without recording her. Do you think she's happy subjecting her daughter to that kind of life? The way Nigerians behave sometimes, why exactly are you recording a full-grown woman and scolding her in front of her daughter? Yes, she might be wrong. If she had other options, she won't do this, and the daughter is just doing so to help her mom. A matured man would have called a matured woman, or matured man, I don't know what you mean, would have called the woman privately to advise her without the daughter even knowing anything. You can as well even support her with something. People are suffering in this country. Okay. Well, let's see. Now this one is a Celebrity Taylor. He says this person making this video is I'm definitely not using that word, and needs urgent medical attention. If you ever recorded me and my mom like this, you won't believe what an 11-year-old will do to you and your phone. Hey, has he got into that? Hello. What's going on? You might want to give us a call back. 090-7353-0044 is the number to call us here on radio to react to what's going on. Now, this one is at Stack Sam. He says, you put a camera in someone's face and started recording. I mean, started talking to her like you're talking to a child because you feel like there's nothing she can do. And then you post the video on social media. How is this even child labor? Is a child employed? Hello?
Hello, good day.
Yes, good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm doing well.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
All right. What's your name and where are you calling from?
My name is Apostle Cyril Okonkwo, actually. Apostle Captain Cyril Okonkwo.
All right, sir. Go ahead.
I just tuned the radio now and I heard this news. This is my first time ever of commenting on radio.
Oh, welcome.
And I'm provoked to actually comment because the person that really did this is very unfair.
Okay.
Seeing that the country itself has been very unfair to people in this country. So if a child, I am not supporting child labor, but if a child willingly decide to help the parents, actually, I see nothing wrong in that. And the person that did this video shouldn't have done that, to ridicule her in the public space. I am seriously saddened by that act. Hello, are you with me?
Right here, I'm listening to you.
Hello?
Yes, I'm listening. Okay, well, thank you so much. I heard everything you said. It should not be so. Recording and putting it there online should not even exist in the first place. I think someone was talking about the fact that whatever happens these days, I think people would rather record you than even attend to you. They would rather put it there online. Hello?
Hello, Kathy.
Hi, Eunice. How are you doing?
I'm fine. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. Let's hear you.
Well, for me, the mistake has already made. What the woman did, she's not supposed to do it like that.
Okay.
You know? And the baby, she's too small to bring out and die in time like that. So, the one that she encouraged her, she's not supposed to post the picture for social media.
Okay.
She just spoke to her like she's mocking her. The only thing for us to do now, all those social media, small things they will bring for us, it's not good. It's not everything that people will be bringing for social media.
All right.
So please, we should take note of this. It's not everything that will be bring for social media. The woman should just forgive her and move on with her life.
All right, thank you very much, Eunice. We appreciate you. 09073530044. And yes, it would be very unfair if I leave out the part that this woman actually reached out to the sweeper. Yes, she later went to her home and said, I did not mean to disrespect you. Please forgive me and everything. She even said that she was going to place her on a monthly salary. And it was still recorded on camera, of course. Hello. Hello, good afternoon. Yes.
Good afternoon.
Yes. Is this Benny?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let's hear you.
Okay, so the thing about law is that it doesn't matter the situation behind the cause, or behind the crime. Justice must prevail. But then, if dealing with justice and leaving the cause aside, it doesn't make sense. So why not deal with the cause and say that this injustice and this this crime, whether it will continue. So we are all saying this woman is wrong. Yeah, I'm saying as well that it's wrong for us to bring out a child at that time, and it's wrong. But then, what made her? What is the situation that she is? I'm sure if she has something, she would pamper her child like every other person. It's not like she hates her child or anything. So I just feel like, why not deal with the cause instead of the crime? So
Okay.
yeah.
All right, Bernie, thank you very much. We appreciate your contribution. Well, some Nigerians are still reacting here on X. Now, this one is Don the King Kong. He says, one day as Nigerians, we are going to sit down for a candid conversation on how we've all become comfortable with slave labor in every sector. How do you pay someone 19K? We are just a set of wicked people hiding other incompetent government complaints. How true is that? Oh, we lost that one. You can give us a call back 09073530044 so that you can be a part of the conversation. And remember, we are very active across all social media platforms, and that includes YouTube as well. We are streaming so you can watch us on the go at the moment. Let's hear what you have to say concerning this matter. And in case you just tuned in, a Nigerian activist is trending for recording a mother who brought her 11-year-old daughter to help her in her sweeping job. Hello?
Sorry, actually I'm having a network fluctuation around me here.
Oh, so sorry about that.
It's still Apostle Cyril.
All right.
Captain.
Go ahead, sir.
Yeah. I'm still hearing people saying crime. Was enshrined in the Constitution of Nigeria that, like, even when he or she is willing to work at any age, is committing a crime. Hello?
Yes, I'm right here listening to you.
No, people should mind the way they make statements. The true fact, the fact about the matter in Nigeria is that the government has not given us a level playing ground, given Nigerians a level playing ground. So even if it is enshrined in the Constitution, somebody should challenge it. And I don't know if you understand what I'm saying.
I totally understand.
Yes. So if, for instance, somebody passed for PE and 10,000 naira as a teacher in a school, in private schools in Nigeria, government has not done anything about it. How should we be talking about doctors and lawyers? How much are they earning in Nigeria? About the Japan stuff. People are trying to look for because the countries, even the work environment is not conducive. So if a child at this point is not forced into doing it, willingly want to help. I am PhD at this moment, but I myself at the level of secondary school, and I was working and doing that. The burden of my entire family, family before I got married. Hello?
Yes, I'm listening to you.
So I think we should be very objective in whatever we are presenting to the media, to the public. Rational. Think of what is happening, what is obtainable.
Okay.
Okay, that's my take.
All right, thank you very much for airing your contribution. Well, just to add to what you were saying, or more like, I think, true light to what you were saying, the Constitution does not explicitly state if this is captured or not. It does not directly address child labor in its provisions. However, we have the Child's Right Act of 2003, which actually guarantees the rights of all children, and this talks about child labor. It states categorically that it is an act to provide and protect the rights of a Nigerian child and other related matters. This is because it is to ensure that the rights of children are protected, and it's specifically prohibits child labor. That is section 28 of that act prohibits child labor. It states, and I quote, "A child shall not be subjected to work that is hazardous or interferes with their education or harmful to their health, well-being, or development." And then also another part of that, okay, let's just pick your call. Hello?
Hello.
Yes, good afternoon. How are you doing?
Good afternoon. I'm fine. See, I didn't say anything wrong in that guy posting that video on
All
social
right.
media.
Okay.
Are you hearing me? Without
Yes.
him posting, we will be talking about this. This is what everybody is saying. It's not everything. I'm not supporting child labor. For that child to wake up to be in that place by 5:30 or 4:30, how much more time he wake up from that distance to come to that place? Maybe around 3 or 2 a.m. before even getting to that destination. Are you getting me?
Yes.
It's wrong. That child is supposed to be in school. And that guy to post that in, anybody can see that kind of situation for that woman and help that child tomorrow. So nothing wrong with that. Those who are telling me that posting that video is wrong. Because I have seen so many people receiving favor from that kind of social media. Do you understand?
So what's your
For
name? What's your name and where are you calling us from?
Are you here?
Yes. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
I'm calling from Prince and Princess.
Okay.
My name is Odera.
Okay, thank you very much.
Nothing wrong there. Anybody can see the guy, the woman and favor the child or the woman. Do you understand? Favor can come from it. Nothing wrong in posting that video. And without posting the video, you seeing it, you can't be discussing about it. This is error. Nigeria every day.
Okay.
So posting is not wrong.
All right, thank you so much. We appreciate your opinion right here on radio. 090735300044 is the number to connect with us. You also can reach out to us on 09097054450. Hello.
Hello, my dear sister, Kwaigaga.
Hey, Kwaiga. How did you
now,
just...
Now, Chanya, they talk from airport.
All right, it's good to hear from you, Chanya. Well
my
done.
dear sister, good afternoon.
Thank you, good afternoon.
I'm a mother, nothing is wrong there. So if I'm cooking now, my daughter will be sitting and watching me. If you are doing something and your son or your child wants to follow you, he or she can follow you to learn. It's not bad. But the only thing that is there that I don't like and is wrong is that time. So when a child at that time is wrong.
Okay.
As far as the child is going to school, there's nothing wrong with it. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
All right, thank you very much, Ochanya. We appreciate you. 09073530044 is the number to connect with us. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Hi, good afternoon. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. My name is Benika. I'm calling from Oshaka.
Please go ahead.
Okay. I believe that everything happens for a reason. For me, I don't see anything wrong. I just saw a child helping her mother. You understand? Most of us are actually trained that way.
Okay.
While growing up. So, and I'm sure that the woman that recorded her sees children every day, thousands of children walking on the street. So why didn't she record those children? So I believe that everything happens for a reason. So that woman that have been recorded, I'm sure that from today, her story must change. That's just true.
All right, thank you very much. We appreciate you. 09073530044 is the number to connect with us right here on the show. What's your opinion concerning this? All right, now this one is at Albert Obi. He says she was expecting people to support her dirty behavior. You don't just see someone sweeping and start shouting at the mother for no reason. She could have corrected her without a camera and without shouting. Okay, hello?
Hello, good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon. What's your name and where are you calling us from?
My name is I'm calling from Java.
Please go ahead.
Okay, concerning the issue at hand, you see, when we're talking about constitution, yeah, it's good to follow the constitution. You know, most of us are not supposed to work at the age. Why are we doing? And sometimes we say, oh, that we can't engage that children in whatever we want. That is one side. What about those that doesn't have? But it is probably the woman. let's say, for example, now, if you look critically into the woman's condition, if there's no way she can help, maybe there's no way she can send the child to school, and instead of the child sitting at home being at home, it's not better for him or her to join her in what she do. Okay, for example,
Hello?
Yes, can you hear me?
Your network is really breaking off. I've been trying to hear you, but it's quite difficult.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yes, it's a bit better.
Okay, it's actually good to be consistent. Like, to follow the constitution is good. But one thing I want Nigerians to know is, if the economy is stable, if everything is fine, but she does that is being done. She doesn't know that. It's just the system is bad. The government are not implementing matters. Okay, take for example, in a country where we are supposed to be enjoying free things, or our government are supposed to write things for us. Children are supposed to be in school. Children are supposed to be well catered for. But the story has turned upside down. Nobody is coming out for this thing. So she will option that's engage the child. We are always shouting child labor, child labor. Take for example people that house on the street. What are you going to say about those ones? What about those ones that don't have parents? How are they going to fend? Now this woman now thought it wise. It's inconvenient for her to do that. To engage that child in child labor. But I don't know what time she did that. But for me, if the economy is stable, the system is working, that child is not supposed to be out there working. You will agree with me, right?
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is, you criticizing them or people criticizing this woman for doing that, for me, it's a no-no. Because if it's convenient for her, she won't allow her child to do such. But take for example, okay, people in the US or wherever they are, they don't engage their children in child labor. Why? Because some of these countries, their constitutions, their systems are working. Is the economic aspect, is it the financial aspect? You can't complain. Okay. If our government is working and making things work perfectly, trust me, no children or no child will be out there working. No child will be out there begging. Take for example, there's man board on the street that is begging for food. You see how tattered they are.
Okay.
Who's taking name? Who are you supposed to blame for that? They're supposed to blame the government. Because at the end of the day, the government in the constitution, they are going against what are the government doing to put things in place to make sure these children have a stable life, these children have a convenient life, their education is standard, their financial aspect is standard. In Nigeria, as a child, you are entitled to insurance. Do you know that? As a citizen, without you doing anything, you are entitled to insurance. That's a benefit you are entitled to as a Nigerian citizen. You know the government is for that. Aside the government, let me remove the government from this aspect now. Let's go to the private sector.
Okay, you have to round up. You have to try and round up. Yes.
Okay, yeah, I'll try. Okay. Let's talk about ourselves, our parents. Most parents feel, let's just give birth. There's no contact control. The moment we start controlling the way we give birth, trust me, this whole mess will be cut to some extent.
Okay.
Yes. So I just want to applaud beg the government to at least help us and the private sector to help us and help us. Lack of better trend too will result to this.
All right.
Let's all sit down to make our children a better than tomorrow.
All
Thank
right.
you very much.
Thank you so much. Really lengthy, I must say. Well, it's been an engaging conversation. Thank you very much. And in case you missed it, you can check us out on Facebook and YouTube, Eagles FM Abuja, for a recap of the discussion today. Is this child labor or parental necessity? Just share your thoughts in the comments. Let's know what you think about it, and always keep us engaged, even out of radio. Thank you very much for listening. And I think I'm just going to read this comment from a Nigerian chess master, Tunde Onakoya. He says, extremely cruel to humiliate a mother in front of her daughter like this. Even worse that this was recorded and posted on social media. My mother used to sweep people's houses and gutters in 2016. It hurt so much that I could do nothing financially to stop her. I often insisted on going with her just to help fetch the water she needed so we could finish quicker and get back home before daylight. I didn't want anyone to see us. The poverty that pushes one to hide their labor in the dark is a painful one. Yes, that child should not be working, but more than outrage, what she and her mother deserve is compassion. The only humane response is to help. If no one has done this already, I would like to take full responsibility for the girls' education through university. I hope this eases their burden in some way. These are incredibly hard times. Our privilege blinds us in ways we will truly never understand. Oh my goodness, I'm quite emotional now. What a way to wrap up this session. I must say very, very big thank you to Tunde for offering to help this child with her education. And I think that this is what compassion is. This is what empathy is all about. As we already know, times are hard, and it's just for us to see our neighbors as ourselves. In what way, whatever way that you can help, just help, right? Do it without the camera. Even if you want to be on cam, you can do that without humiliating someone. There are better ways to go around it. Thank you very much for always listening to Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. I am Cassandra, your media chick. Bye for now.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
This is Eagles 102.3 News, the #1 radio experience you can count on.